Like I promised, how is everybody? Welcome. Raphael 7286. In my last video, I forgot to use my culling off, and this is the continuation of the video in which the video I called the name of the video is the name of this video that I'm going to be calling it is AUTOCHTO1. I don't know why, but a lot of times when I say N, I just want to say one. So I just, there's something about the N. It shows me a lot of things. It's telling me about Earth. It's telling me about the sun. It's telling me about the E worlds, and I know it's in the new house. I know in French it's like this. It's written like this, which means this. This is the 14th, the 5th, the 05 letter, and the 23rd letter, 5, 5, and 5. 9, in which neuf is what it is 14 and 9 and 14 and 5, in which 5 and 9, which equals to 14. So that whole dice is actually, this whole cube is actually saying 5, 5, 5 to a single digit, 5, 9, 5, 5. The passage of the birth in the E world through the sun, something to do with a DNA or AND, which is the seventh gate because the AND sign says it, the AND sign on the 7 key of your keyboard in the function tab all the way somewhere up here, right over here. So I'm following the rules of life that they were given to us. So this is how I speak. So when we have 9, we have 28, we have 42. And when we have neuf, we have like an uf. It's almost like an egg, right? Because it says OEUF, but not here. It's just in the word egg is uf. It's uf is egg in French. So here it's 14 and 5 and 21 and 6. 21 talks about the cube. 33 also is part of the cube. It is the void in the cube, which could be energy of some sort, like a heat that comes from the sun. I don't know. 14 and 5, 19. This is 40, so neuf is 46. So we have DC. There's going to be, the mathematics will create 24 and 10 equaling to 34. This is cold. The 43 would be hot. So the cold would be blue. Where do I get this from? Because the word cold has 34 in it. We know that regardless of which way it is, we know that the difference between each one is 0.5 from either end. Even though the complete separation is 1, it's in between the two areas. 3 and 4 is different levels. They're polarities of each other. When you count, the 4 goes to the next level. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 1. Even though you go 1, 2, 3 equals to 6, 6 plus 4 equals to 10 equals to 1. Now, what would be the reverse of that? It would be 9, 8, 17, 24, 30. So the reverse of 1 is 3. And this is where the moon, the AC moon, comes in. But 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4. So this is Atanong. I don't know if you've ever heard of this before. It has something to do with the natives, but I think this is your native country. You wouldn't be using it. It's Atatan. Auto is a car. Could be an ark, known as the Covenant. If you look inside of here, okay, this is cachet. The letter H is ash in French, and this is C. So you would have a cachet. That's the way I would look at it. I can invert it. Should I be putting it this way? Also, at the time of Christ is right over here also, C and E. In the game of craps, C and E, if I understand correctly, is 1 and 2, 1 and 1. And it's craps. It means craps 11. Now, if I get into what craps 11 is, we're going to get into that in a minute. Also inside of here, I see the word vache, which is cow. So in life is the cow, and the cow has 4. Okay, not like, believe it or not, Aries is 2. and the Vache is 4. You see, although Aries is the Bélier, and I think it's a male, right? I don't remember exactly what it is, but I should. Hold on a second. Okay, let me continue on. I've been writing and writing, and I'm going to lose myself if I don't stop. So before I begin, before you get bored, okay, I want to tell you that a ram, okay, is a Bélier. Just give me a second. Okay, so just let me finish with this. See, Bélier is ram. Ram is a male sheep. The female is right here, 523, 5. It is a U. Okay, and even the S looks like a 5, so it becomes 33. That's rotation in the sun, and then it becomes 52, where Ram, like Mars, is 32 without the S, without the spirit. Ram is male. This is female. This is Earth. This is part of Mars, Ram. Fire, strength, energy. March, the 3rd and 4th month. They are a division within their months. Okay, now if we use the number of days over here, we would have 59, 60, 70, 80. 8 by 8, 8 plus 8 to create this. If we use April, okay, so we're going to add on another plus 29 days. That would be your birth, your 29, your 109, your spirit, 109th Grey Cup. 1 times 9, 1 plus 9. That is your reverse high, your reverse 18. When you count the first half of numbers, it's 1 through 18. That is our first half of numbers, just like the Mayan, what is it, the 18 months or the 18 days. This is high. Another thing I was working on, I'm just going to see if I can catch up to everything. Male, female, well, this being Earth, this being Mars, Mars with male fire energy strength. I find all this from putting it together, everything that has been shared with us. And we already know that. Why is it missing the S? Because we came into this world, well, I don't want to say it. We come into this world and we bring on A, which is a divided world, okay, with I. Now, how do you want to call I? Should we call, which way do we call that we create the artwork for I? See, we're all used to seeing this way, but does anybody ever seen the I done this way? The only way you can create the I this way is like this. Or like this, where it splits a cell in half, in which this way it splits like a window between two cells. This is your smallest I here, but your smallest I here is really like this, but then you'd confuse it with the L. So it's either this one or this one, and this one can look like either an H or an I. Well, they both could, but then I'd have to switch it like this. Right here, it's only 1/4 turn. Is this a quarter turn? Right, like that. So you're looking at 1/4 turn, and this one, it's 1/2 turn. So the half turn is 50, and the quarter turn is 25. So again, coming back to Earth, this one 50. 5 and 0, 64, 106, the half-life. When I don't know what it is, sometimes I exchange it for its word value, 50. FIF 696, rotation in the sun. I'm not going to get into that. I seem like I don't know what I'm talking about when I do that. I just don't want to go there. Another thing about all this is the total number of days between here and here, and counting the day of. So if you're counting the day of and not the day to, we're going to add a day plus 1. So that becomes 30. 3 and 4 are the reverse polarity of a dice. It's the 3 and 4, 7, which is the heart of 1625. Inside is your 3 and 4. One numeric value, 3, 4. 6 numeric value, 5, 2. They're both adding up to 7, and what's ironic is 1 is opposite of 6, that create the rest of the opposites. 52 is Earth, 34 is DC, so in between all creation is DC, CD, hot and cold. So we're going to get on to this. What I want to talk about is this word over here, etanon, the natives, the Indians, whatever you want to call them. Here there's cache. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1. 2 times 2, 2 plus 2. So the basic beginning of creation comes from CH inside of the word. In auto, AU is noted to be gold. TO is 35, it's electric company. 20, created into birth inside the sun will be created from this letter 20. And where do we get this? Let me see something. 6 times 2, 6 plus 2 is 12 and 8 equaling to 20. The inside, 2 by 12 equaling to 24, or 8 by 3 equaling to 24, plus 6 is a total of 54. That is the sun breath, 2 words that go with that. And I'm not going to do the average yet letter count. Yes, yet this one will turn into a 3 and 2. Remember that 3 and 2 for Mars? Well, it's a 3 and 2 over here as well. There's another note for Mars. 1 second. The other note for Mars is going to be 6-2. The queen, the game, the card. Why? Because it's opposite of the Mars number. And 62 is the queen, 26 is the card, the game. The difference between 5 and 6 when the energy comes into the half-life in the 7th gate. Why the 7th gate? There's 7 empty spaces. Every face has 9 possibilities. So I call every face a 9 face. The average, 9. Add them up, 45. Divide them, 5 average. So where did I get with this? We were talking about, yes. So this is also known as the covenant or the ark, an automobile. The 2141 is the house. I'm trying to figure out what T. Why did I get T in there? There was a reason to get, yes, the T comes in right over here. The heaven's creation, alpha beta creation coming together. 12, the L. L and H. Female heaven. That's where we are. Mars into the female heaven. That's why how does that work? How do we call it the female heaven? Mars into the female heaven, man on the moon, male, female, woman. Okay, we're going to get into the next part of this video. We were talking about Mercedes-Benz. I spelt it a little different in my last video. When you're praying, your 2 hands go up. You have 4 fingers and a thumb, 4 fingers and a thumb. You can count it first and last. If you have first and you have last, then you have 3 in between. That's how 5 works. You have 1, now you have 3, now you have 5. A, C, E. You can also do, if you can get these 2 fingers down, right? You can also do A, C, E. So 2, 4, there's your gateway. So next thing I want to go into is Donald and Elon. The word Elon is, first of all, this is pi. The 14th and 15th letter create 29, 5 and 1, 6, 1 and 4, 5, the beginning of pi. But we're going to take away all the duplicate letters. N, O, O, D, D, L, L. And all we're left with AE, arts and entertainment between the 2. 1 and 5, or 5 and 1. 66, right out of Mars. 11, 11. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5. 6 and 5, 11. Eventually it's going to say king and home. Go to the word prayers. Okay, yeah, this is that 3 for Mercedes, the 2 hands coming together. You're blocking off what over here is the body. If that's how we're praying or we're sticking our arms out. We have this and then we have the body. I don't know what this whole thing does. It's just a piece of the puzzle that one day might mean something. We have pray, prayer, prayed, praise, and praying. Each one of these gives me a different total, telling me a different story. In the rotation of the sun, ED. It's actually 5 and 4. these letters, which is telling me the fox passing the sun. 69 is telling me rotation, and it could be the prayer in time. What is it, the prayer? What does that mean? So when we go to ED, when we go to S, it becomes 79. It's the gateway in the gateway for the birth, or for 9 is, what is 9? 1 and 8, 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5. This is the only, no, we're not going to do that. No, let's leave it at that. Okay, anyways, this one equals 6, 2, 6, 7, 9. 6, 2, 6, 7, 9. 6 and 0, 8 and 3, 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 6 and 9 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 9 and 7 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. And this one equals to 90. So that's what's left over, Elon and Donald. We did Mercedes and Benz is time. So it's dividing time into three periods of 20 minutes. And that be 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3, with 15 minutes and 15 minutes. What would be the periods between? So it'd be 60 minutes and 30 minutes, exactly like your creation. Everything to do at 1/3. Many things. 1, 4, and 7 divided by 3. 1, 4, and 7 multiplied by 3. And you get a lot of 3s. Add them up to a single digit. Set 3 by 7, 21. 2 and 1 is 3. The pig's pregnancy, and the pigs are noted to be 1 and 1, or a dot and a dot on the cube. And the reverse of that, okay, is 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And the void of that is 8 and 3. And that's where your half-life comes in. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1. 2 times 2, 2 plus 2. Everything to do on ice. So we did that. Now we're going to go to the next part, to where I spoke about earlier in my later on in the last video. Every single combination that you can have instead of having what they gave us here. So we come up with this. So in the first scenario, okay, we're going to have 1 and 4 on the dice. We're going to have 1, and the opposite of 1 will be 4. And then you're going to have 1, 4 with 2, 3, and 5, 6. You're going to have 1, 4 with 2, 5, and 3, 6. And you're going to have 1, 4 with 2, 6, and 3, 5. Each one of them will create an equation. 5 times 6, 5 plus 6. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3. 1 times 4, 41, 52, 61. It's 52, then 9. Your birth, 52 and 9. Birth on Earth. Here, electric company, 27 through the gate of the sun. 5 times 2, 5 plus 2, 2 and 5. 3 times 6, 3 plus 6. 18 REICHE, that is your single dot on the cube. This is 3 times 6, 3 plus 6 created this. So remember what that 3, 6 is. So we have 53, and then on the last one is number 52. This is huge, this one over here. I saw it right away. This is Earth. This is our formation right here. Then we're going to go to the next one. You see the 23 and 20 is 43, so DC, and then 9. Now we're going to go to 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals 6 and 5, 11. Let's see if I got that right. 4 times 6, 4 plus 6 equals 24 and 10, 34. And then we're going to go 2 times 3, 2 plus 3. Did I do that? 24 and 10. 24 and 10, 24th letter in the alphabet. 10x, 24th letter is X, Roman numeral 10x, 34, the house of DC. 34 and 11 and 11. 24, 35, 46. Wow, Zion, Israel. And the last one, the total here is 160, what is this, 52? 166. 166. 5 divided by 3. And this one over here is going to be 3 times 4 is 12. 3 plus 4 is 7. 12 and 7 equals to 19. It's equals to T20. Yes, it's T20. And that's part of the, the sign of NASA there, right? So that's 20T. That's the Rubik's Cube spinning 3 directions like that thing on TV there, space something. So you get 19, 39 plus 11 is 50. So I keep forgetting exactly what 50 is besides the red in the center of the heart of darts, right? I'm not sure if it's Mars core, but we're not going to talk about that. Sometimes they say green Martians, red planet. So planet would be the house. We're going to get into this one, and this one would be 5, 19, and 41 equals to 65. 7. This is going to be 5, 23. Oh, yes, there was a very interesting one over here. Where's that 23? Right here. Yes, this one is very interesting. I spoke about it before. Ho, 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 creation, heaven through the sun. Ho, 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 right here. This first one over here, 1 and 4. This is the polarity. They're the first of their kind because it's the polarity on the second side of the dice, the beginning of everything. And this one is 34, so you have 57, 62. And then, did we do the 3 totals here? Sorry, I didn't do the 3 totals here, did I? 19, 29, 39. Yes, I got 50. So 80 and 50 is 130. 4, 6 and 6, 12, 13, 13. And well, I think they'll always come out to the same thing. This is 20, 27, and 5, 47, 52. This one is, so the total here is 120, 170, 179. 18 is total. The gateway and the gateway and birth, the 10 gate, the I gate. 10 plus 7, the Mars gate. So this one is going to be 7. See, this one is 5. When it starts off with 1 and 2, that'll be 5, right? But I don't have, I don't know, did I do all the combinations with 1? So this is male and female, bat mitzvah, bar mitzvah. This is going to be 14. This is going to be 41, 55, 62. It's going to be 7, 7. This is going to be 17. This is going to be 34, 51, 58. The 2 house, 13, beta house. 7, 20, 29, 49, 56. 114, the pig's pregnancy. 114, 115, 116. 176, did I get that right? 50, 50, 50. 160, 176, right. 13, 14, 5. 5, 8, 4, 4. Anyways, I don't know what it means yet. I just started. I've done this before, but I have to break it down a little bit more. We can tell where the gateways are when 2 and 4 show up together. So 2 and 4 is not here. Dividing of the 7th gate is here in Mars. 2 and 4 show up over here, so it's showing up in the moon, and it doesn't show up here because it can't show up when you're using it with 1. So it doesn't show up 1 and 4. The gateway is split right over here. These 2, female and the sun, creates the E world and the sun, where there is no split at the dividing gate between the 2, because 2 and 4 is what creates that. Anyways, Raphael, Atanan, very important word. It says gold, starts off with a U. Not sure what I've left out. Yes, I wanted to do the cube, and I didn't get to it, so I'm going to leave it for the... oh, no, that is the cube. That is the cube. That's all the reverse orders of the cube. Then there's Rubik's Cube colors. How can we give a color a number and then give it a total? Well, in Rubik's Cube, red, I believe, is opposite of orange. Red is 27. Red is numeric value 27. Orange is 60. And what's ironic is when OR comes together, that's gold in French. And gold is 33. It's your rotation inside the sun. Here it's 89. This is I like to call it your high birth. And here it's 7, 15, and 6. Here is your divided gate in the white and the yellow. 11, 11. 4 and 4. 6 and 9. Right, there's only 3 sides, right? Although there's 6, there's 3. Remember, 6 teams, 6 teams, and all the combinations that can play with the 6 teams. 3, 6, 9. This is what the combinations of Team 1 plays. These are the combinations of all those games. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 is only 7, because these are all the same with these different games. 6 and 1. Do we have it? Zip. We have 6 and 1. I didn't do 1 and 6. No. Okay, I'll do 1. Oh yeah, I have 1 and 6 over here. Okay, so 1 and 6 is going to go with 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And then you have 1 and 6 with 2 and 4 and 3 and 5. And then 1 and 6 is going to go with 2 and 5 and 3 and 4. So this is the regular 7, right? That's going with 1 and 6. That's the original 7. So there's 1 combination. There is no other 4, 5. So there's 2, 4, 6. There's 7 combinations. Okay, of this cube. There are 7. Here's a game. Here's a game. 2, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 6, but it's only 3 pairs. It's 3 and 1. So it's 3 and 1, but in totality it's 7. It's just like balls and strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the next pitch is going to count. But in this scenario, okay, you have actually 3 games going on. If this game is going on, then with always using this game, if this game is going on, then you're either going to have this scenario, or this scenario. This team, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 and 1, 7, but when this one happens, it's only going to be one of these happening. It's either these 2 will happen, these 2 will happen, or these 2 will happen. So it's these 2 and this, these 2 and this. So there's actually just 3 games going on. 3 games, 3 games, 3 games, but only 3 different scenarios. Right? 3 different scenarios. This, or this. But there's 3 different scenarios 6 times, leaving us with 18 different scenarios. Is that right? 6 by 3 is 18 different scenarios. And in every single scenario, okay, there's going to be a total of 21. So 21 by 18 before we end this video. 378. I forget what that number was. I mean, I can tell you it's the creation gate because of 378, or 3 and 8, the creation heaven within the gate. We can go to 37, 3 and 7. That would be through the moon. And this one is 2 times 2, 2 plus 2, area space 8, or half of area space. Anyways, I don't know the exact what I want to put together with that. I've said a lot. I don't know if I brought you anywhere, but we're just putting things together. We're just beginning, and it's my 18th year. Raphael 70 to 86. Thank you for watching in the constellation of Pegasus.